Last week on the Cow-Calf Corner, you remember we were talking about hay usage and how much hay we would expect a cow to consume if she has free access to big round bales 24/7, and how much she can actually use, including some of the wastage statistics that we included. That prompted a question from a producer in a drought-prone area where he's concerned about having enough hay and wanting to think about limiting the hay usage in his situation so that he can stretch that hay as long as possible. University of Minnesota looked at this with hay that was of really pretty good quality. It tested 9.5% crude protein, and that's an important fact to keep in mind. What they looked at was having cows having access to the hay 6 hours a day, 9 hours a day, or around the clock 24/7. What they found was by restricting the time that the cows had access to the hay, they could reduce the hay usage by 22%. And as they followed the cows, the difference in weight change was really minimal, and therefore the cows maintained body condition even though they had restricted access to the hay. University of Illinois had a study a few years later that looked at even better quality hay, and they actually studied access to the hay at 3 hours, 6 hours, 9, 24, and by even restricting it down to a shorter time frame, again, these cows got along fine with less hay usage. They did reduce the hay usage by a substantial amount, but again, the quality of the hay, I think, was the key. In this case, it tested 17% crude protein one year, and when they redid the study the following year, it was about 15% crude protein. That's like a low-quality alfalfa hay, and substantially better than most of our grass hays that we have available that we feed here in Oklahoma. So I think we want to understand that if we try to restrict the hay usage, the hay access for these cows with lower quality grass hay, yes, we might be able to reduce the hay disappearance a little bit, but we're going to have to make up the difference with some supplement in terms of some additional range cubes, some grain. We've got to make up the nutritional difference that we're pulling away from these cows by not letting them have access, complete access to those big round bales. Go to the Sunup website. That's sunup.okstate.edu. There we're going to put up a link to a fact sheet that's done here at Oklahoma State University. All of these things are discussed in that fact sheet, so you might want to look through that. If you're concerned about the hay amount that you have available, the standing forage that's available this year, you may want to consider looking up that fact sheet and seeing what alternatives can fit your situation. We hope that this helps those of you that are struggling with having enough hay this winter, and we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.